Sometimes you also thought of it as a fight, or you have read of it as a fight, you have a fight with yourself, or you can symbolize it as a fight with another. I read that in Middle Age, you could go the monastery way. That was a fight with yourself, or you could be a knight, and the one you fight against is in fact yourself, or symbolize yourself. So that's a fight.
Beautiful way to describe it, because
it's something to be to. The goal is to be conscious also.
It's a path, actually, of the feminine path is meeting life, meeting the enemy, which is your own ego, outside.
Yeah.
That's part of the bottom part of the glass, when I describe that in another video, in another satsang. And the masculine path is meeting your ego through meditation. If you are meditating, like really encountering what is rising and facing it, and like we do, we are facing what we are resisting. So this is more the masculine path, but we can bring these two into daily life. There can be an integration of both. So in daily life, if you're conscious of what disturbs you outside and bring back this fight inside, oh wow, what is this that disturbs me? Back into myself, I feel the resistance, I connect with the feeling, I feel that, or I am that, the old identification. Then you bring meditation into daily life. So you can be integrated and have a normal life and still be aware of the inner fight. And it will smooth outside, it will smooth it outside. And you'll also benefit from experiencing life, which gives better lessons than when we stay in a monastery. We may face all the shadows inside, but then from experiencing life, we are learning beyond the self-work. You know, certain things we can only learn through experiencing. We can only overcome them through experiencing. And a little bit of that is sexuality, for example. So a lot of monks are stuck there, because sexuality becomes like a boiling fire inside, and they put it aside and put it aside, and you see that priests have trouble with sexuality or a lot of things. So it has also side effects. So bringing that meditation into daily life and doing both, experiencing and being conscious, doing the inner work, is
So your method is another way to be brave.
To integrate both the feminine and the masculine, both consciousness and experiencing. Not brave in the sense that you will not meet all your shadows. You will not meet all your shadows because you will have introspection. And you can have that introspection before. You can do a little bit of the work at home before. By practicing simply from the place of truth. I have no problem, and see where it resists. I'm fully healed, I'm fully at peace, I'm fully loved, see where there are resistance. And like this, you can both, practicing like this at home, you can both integrate truth, and without even grasping completely the shadows, but in the body they are stuck. So you can relax with them and unknot them, unknot the memories. So you don't have to experience everything in life. Because if we don't open to these shadows, they stay in the background, and from that background, they still create our karma. They still operate through us. They are the ones, the shadows, the memories, are the creator of karma. So meeting them is ending karma and can improve your karma, can improve your life. Meeting them consciously.
And also operating in dreams.
The dream is a natural cleanser of karma. Yeah, it's a natural cleanser. It brings all what we are afraid, what we don't want to see and face, into that place with no resistance during the sleep, and it manifests as stories, whether frightful or not, or sexual or not, whatever we don't want to face so much, manifest. All about fears, mostly fears. So we have to be very clear what we fear exactly. What am I afraid about? And to practice, first of all, I have no fear, and to feel how much this is realized in the body. So again, let's do that as a practice. You tell yourself silently within your mind, I have no fears at all, and you check in where the body resists or if the body believes it. So that's a good ground to face the rest, to heal, to know that you can go through an initiation, there is no problem. You tell yourself silently within your mind, I have no fears at all, and you check in where the body resists or if the body believes it. There is space.
Yes.
Space inside. So that means you believe it. You know, when there is space for I'm free from fears, is that you believe it. There is faith in who you are.
Yeah.
Huh? Fears may manifest within it, but they won't overcome you. Because there is a lot of room for I'm free from fears. Because when this is not realized within, you can tell yourself I'm free from fears, it's impossible to believe it, or the body feels, because there is it's not true. We feel it's not true. So the mind has more power over your true nature. That's what is a fight. Who has power? And for this we can check in by these little words. It's a check-in. Who has power now? This can change also. Maybe tomorrow it's a different inner state. But we can check in the morning. I'm free from fear. I'm completely at peace with myself. I am love. I'm happy. This is a true nature. But is a mind destroying that process or not? We check in and we see how much space there is and how much resistance there is inside. And it works in double way. It works to bring truth in you, to make it yours, to incarnate it, to give space into your body. And it works as feeling the resistance. So it's a good practice, a support and a practice to let go of resistance, to let go of the clouds.
Should you prepare when you sit here and you ask the question and nothing comes up? Could it be that if you meditate first, or you came down sort of,
Yes.
and then ask the same question,
Yes.
then you could have a response?
Yes, you'll be more sensitive.
So, yeah, okay, so you could
Because sometimes,
make some different ways of moving towards it.
Yeah. Because shifting from a very busy life to I have no fear, sometimes we are not sensitive enough to feel, to really feel.
Yeah.
So a little bit of time before, where you close your eyes, you center yourself, back to your body, back to your breath, and then you become very sensitive to the truth and what is going on inside. So then you can practice and check in. And the more you practice like this, the more there is room for it.
Contact.
The more you're ready to open the shutters, and